welcome back. Go ahead and take a moment, settle into this space with me once more. In our last conversation, we planted a seed. We explored this truth that our minds aren't fixed, that we can actually carve new neural pathways and build resilience through, well, the power of grit and a growth mindset. So today, we're going to tend to that seed. We're going to move beyond just surviving the storm and learn well, how to dance in the rain. We're going to explore the blueprint for achieving peak performance, not through force, but through flow. Now, you've heard this term before, right? Being in the zone. I mean, athletes, artists, programmers, surgeons, they all describe this almost magical state. It's where time seems to just vanish, where action and awareness totally merge, and where you perform at your absolute best, almost effortlessly. But this isn't magic. It's actually a well-researched psychological state. It's called flow, and it was first identified by Mihaly Csikszentmihalyi. He described it as a state where you are so involved in an activity that nothing else seems to matter. So, what's the secret? How do we get into this state? Well, a key condition for flow is it's a perfect balance between challenge and skill. I mean, think about it. If a task is too easy for your skill level, you get bored, right? But if a task is way too difficult, you become anxious and, completely overwhelmed. Flow lives on that razor's edge right in the middle. It's where the challenge stretches your skills just enough to keep you fully engaged, but not so much that it breaks you. It demands your complete concentration. So a really crucial first step is to eliminate distractions. Find a space and time where you can give a task your undivided attention. And then you need a crystal clear goal. You have to know exactly what you're trying to achieve in that moment. It's this clarity that lets your mind stop worrying about what to do next and just do. But what if the path feels, uncertain? How do we build the confidence to even try a challenge that sits right at the edge of our abilities? This is where we introduce our second tool, visualization. Now, this is so much more than just wishful thinking. Elite athletes have used this for decades. It's a kind of mental rehearsal. When you vividly imagine yourself executing a task successfully, your brain, it doesn't really know the difference between that mental practice and the real thing. It activates the same neural pathways. So you're not just seeing success. You're pre-paving the neural circuits for that success. So how do we practice this? Close your eyes. And don't just see the outcome. Try to engage all of your senses. What does the air feel like? What sounds do you hear? Feel the movement in your muscles, the confidence in your posture as you navigate the challenge perfectly. See yourself overcoming a potential mistake with just calm and focus. By doing this, you're not just hoping for the best. You're actually training your nervous system to make success its default setting. It reduces anxiety and builds this deep, embodied self-belief. So, okay, we have flow as our state of peak performance, and we have visualization as our tool to build the confidence to get there. But how do we make better decisions within that state? How do we navigate the complexities that pop up? This leads us to our third concept, mental models. A mental model is really just a framework for how you understand the world to work. And one of the most powerful mental models for an unstoppable mindset is called inversion. So most of us, when we face a goal, we think, what do I need to do to succeed? Inversion just flips this on its head. It asks, what would I do to guarantee failure? What actions, what beliefs, what habits would absolutely 100% ensure that I fail? And once you have that list, you just You just avoid those things. It sounds simple, I know, but it's a profoundly effective way to clear the path. It reveals these hidden obstacles and self-sabotaging behaviors you weren't even aware of. Another powerful model is second-order thinking. First-order thinking is the easy part. Okay, I'll skip my workout today because I'm tired and I'll feel better. Second-order thinking asks, and then what? Well, if I skip today, it's going to be easier to skip tomorrow. My momentum is lost. My commitment to myself is weakened. The long-term cost of that immediate comfort becomes so clear. Using these models, inversion and second-order thinking, it transforms you from like a reactive participant into a strategic architect of your life. So let's bring these advanced tools together. Your journey to an unstoppable mindset, part 2, is about proactive creation. First, you architect moments of flow by matching high challenge with high skill and getting rid of distractions. Second, you use visualization to mentally rehearse success, building the neural pathways and confidence you need to take on those challenges. And third, you apply mental models like inversion and second-order thinking to make smarter, more strategic decisions along the way. This isn't about finding some momentary burst of inspiration. This is about building a reliable system for excellence. It's a system that creates momentum, where each small successful action makes the next one just a little bit easier. You are no longer just sustaining your fire. You are learning how to direct its power with real intention and skill. As we close our time together, I want to leave you with a new question to carry with you. A practical one. What is one area of your life where you can engineer a flow state this week? How can you define a clear goal, match the challenge to your skill, and carve out a space free from distraction to simply be in the zone?